So let's begin this evening today. And actually this evening is about the presentation, and some of our students from the elite batch, and they're going to perform this today. This presentation is about the PowerPoint presentation on a certain topic. Plus there will be a small discussion as well that it will help you to understand how these things are done. Jugal sir needs no introduction actually. In Nashik Road, if anyone talks about commerce, he is the one people go to. He is the one people trust, and he's a very old friend of mine. So we are together for quite some time now. So I'm very fortunate and thankful at the same time, sir, that you have taken out your time. And let's welcome one more guest today. Our respected Yashwant sir. Yashwant sir is actually the honorary secretary. So he's the advisory committee in the Teachers Federation. I'm also a part of it. Yashwant sir, and with your permission, Yashwant sir and Jugal sir, I would like to proceed this evening.
Sure, sir.
And Athar, you can just go ahead now. Stage is all yours now. Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Again, a very good evening to all the respective dignitaries present here. Good evening, Yashwant sir and Jugal sir. As Pranav sir has already given the introduction of our dignitaries over here, I would directly ask students of Let's Speak, Ayushi, to start with the presentation for the day. Ayushi, you can begin.
Yes, sir. Good evening, one and all present here. Good evening, special guest, Director of Let's Speak, Pranav sir, Admin of Let's Speak, Athava sir, all the respected mentors and students. I would like to welcome you all from behalf of all the students of Let's Speak. And with your permission, I would like to ask Kunal to please introduce us to brief us for the further event.
So, with permission with the guests and the director of Let's Speak Institute, Mr. Sir Pranav Kumar, the admin of Let's Speak, Mr. Sir Athava Patil, and all of you present here. So I would like to share my screen and start the presentation. So warm welcome to everyone who is present here. Myself Kunal Deshmukh, and I work as a senior UX UI designer in Pune, India. I am also an elite student of Let's Speak Institute of Spoken English and Personality Development. So before we start, I would like to share a quick story about today's presentation. The topic of presentation is time management. So the time is money. The popular quote said by Benjamin Franklin: "Time is a resource, and that needs to be utilized in an effective way or effective manner to desire goal." And in this presentation, we will talk about the time management and how it works effectively. So our host Akshada, Ayushi, Anushka, and Carl will help us to understand the importance of time management. So, okay. So let's start with the objective. The presentation of the objectives of presentation are visible on the screen, but I would like to add some more specifics. Finally, when you have completed with this presentation, you will be able to define the key concept of time management, and after that, by using these techniques, you can able to build an effective time management process that will increase your productivity and lower your stress. So that's all from my side. So we'll continue with the Ayushi, and we'll learn more about the time management. So I'll turn it over to you, Ayushi.
Yes, Kunal. Thank you. Hello, my name is Ayushi Kulkarni, and I'm going to present the slide which is seen on your screen. So what is time management? Basically time management is dividing your whole time into the fractions so that you can give attention to all the activities and all the work that you have to do, and also it helps you to manage your interest in your hobbies, and also to complete your work within the given time, due to which you will not feel stressed, or you need to work under pressure or overtime work. So if you manage your time properly, if you divide your whole day into a proper manner, you can easily give your attention to all the activities that you are interested, and also you can be productable, so that you can also manage everything. Next slide, please, Kunal. Yeah, thank you. So why do we need time management? As Kunal mentioned the quote that time is money. So there's an example that how we invest our money. If we take an example of the money, we usually invest our money in different policies, so that we could use it in the future when there is need. So same as we can do with the time, we can manage our time properly, so that we are not stressed. We are not, we are not stressed, and when there is a workload, you can manage it, and also can do it properly, reduce your stress, keep your mental health in a proper manner. Yeah, so this was all from my side. I would like to hand over the next slide to Anushka. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ayushi. Hello everyone, myself Anushka Abhay Shirke. I have recently passed my 10th SSC board examination. Now I am pursuing first year diploma in computer engineering. Here are some essential time management techniques. First one is make a to-do list. A best to-do list consists of various tasks. For example, a quick urgent jobs that might be completed in 10 minutes and bigger. The second one is rank your This guides you through the day's activities in order of importance. Third one is manage your distractions. We all get distracted from social media to talkative colleagues. So you need to effectively manage your distractions in order to protect your flow and focus. The fourth one is be structures. Time blocking is one of the most productive ways of doing this, as it prevents you one task from overtaking your entire day and stops you from multitasking. Fifth one is be self-aware. You can't improve how you use your time without understanding how you actually use it in the first place. So first of all, you should be self-aware about your time. Kunal, next slide, please. Thank you. Here are some skills for time management. First one is organization. An organized list of tasks acts as a map to guide you from morning to evening and helps you to increase your productivity. A well-organized plan helps you to track down your large goal into smaller, easily achievable tasks and enables you to complete those tasks on time. The second one is prioritization. Prioritization is the key to successful time management. When you prioritize your daily tasks, you ensure that you will complete those tasks on your time. The third one is goal setting. Goal setting is the process of defining your aims and objectives with a certain plan to help you achieve the set goals. Without goals, you may find it challenging to complete your goals. So setting goal is one of the main things. The fourth one is the delegation. It's an important process to manage your multiple tasks satisfactorily. While managing multiple tasks, like managing a project, you can delegate some of your tasks to your subordinates or colleagues. This will help you to reducing your workload so that you can focus more on important tasks such as planning, business analysis, and others. The fifth one is flexibility. it's vital that you maintain some flexibility in your schedule. Often your task will take longer than you expect, or your supervisor will give you and your supervisor will give you a task that is important. Clearly note that in your schedule, often you have space to adjust and space for extra task in your daily routine. This was all from my side. I would like to hand over next slide to Akshada ma'am.
So, good evening to all. My name is Akshada Pindarkar. I'm going to present you this slide related myths about effective time management. Some myths and misconception about effective time management cause us to go astray in our efforts to achieve the important goals. And nowadays, most of individuals want to achieve their goals and dreams in a less time with less efforts and with lower stress. That's why some people become misguided about the effective time management, and it is very easy to get a totally wrap up in a day-to-day activities. So we become misguided about what an effective time management strategy actually look like. So we can see in the slide there are some myths about the time management. People usually say like do more in a less time. So the truth behind this myth, actually you will always have more to do than you have to less time to do it. So when time comes, you will drive yourself crazy to find out the better ways to get a more done. So this is a completely myth about the time management. Second, you can manage your time. How you can manage your time? Because we all get the same 168 hours each week. What we wish for what we want to do in this week. So we can't manage our time. We can manage our energy to increase the productivity, to achieve the goals, to achieve our target. So it is also a myth. And if you are feeling scattered about this myth, so close your emails and social media and fully focused on your critical activities to push your personal agenda forward. So I'm sure about you will enjoy your found time. So it is related myths and time management. We will see about the effective time management skill in the next slide. Yes, how do you spend your 24 hours? So we all struggled to schedule our time for each activity. So I have one example. While growing up, I remember I continuously making the excuses that I couldn't do something because I didn't have enough time. Actually, I used to have an intent to do work, but I struggled with scheduling the time for each activity in my day. So you won't really realize how much time you have wasted until you just pause and reflect on it. So rectifying this is use the 24-hour clock. It is the very great time management skill strategy, and everyone should know about this. So if you tell me you won't achieve everything in a day what you want, so without having enough time to sleep, so you haven't looked forward at breaking down your life into 24-hour clock. So what is this 24-hour clock schedule? It allows you to break up your day in a bite-sized chunks, and in a turn emphasizing there is a lot more you can fit into each day. So what is the step to create this 24-hour clock schedule? We will see in the next slide. So Kunal, please change the slide. Yes, first step to create the 24-hour clock schedule, write down all the daily activities like sleeping, eating, showering, if you want time for hobbies, if you want some time for your sports, you can write every activities which you done in your daily basis. Second step is work out how many hours do you need for these activities. For example, do you need 8 hours for sleeping? Do you need 2 hours for cooking? How much time do you spend in traveling to places by bus or by train? And third step is work out how many hours you have left over in each day. So this is a completely spare time you can use for relaxing, you can use for working on hobbies, having fun with your family. So this is a completely procedure to create the 24-hour clock schedule. And why is it needed? Why is it needed in our life, in our daily routine? Because it maintaining the balance between our work and our fun. It ensures that all necessary tasks gets done. Third is it increases the productivity, and fourth it allows you to set your weekly, daily and monthly goals. So this is completely about this 24-hour clock schedule. I would like to hand over this to Chunilal. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ayushi. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chunilal. I am a student of Elite Batch. Kunal, can you please move to my slide? Yes, thank you. So coming to the slide, as you can see on the screen, learn when to say no. So everybody have a different kind of work in their life. Which we do, and we can't do every work at the same time. There are some work where we have to say no, because when it comes to achieve your goal, or whether it's related to money, whether you want to become successful in your life, then there are things you have to prioritize. And when you have to be consistent with your goal, you need consistency. And in order to find that consistency, you have to manage your time very effectively, so that you can make habit for them. And in order to make the habit, you should have to prioritize your time very effectively, so that you can achieve your goals. Everybody have different kinds of goals in their life. They have to become maybe an engineer or a doctor, etc. So when they have to achieve these kind of goals, then it is a kind of a long-term goal. So when they have to achieve the long-term goal, they need to prioritize their time. They have to learn the things. So in order to learn, they also have to prioritize their time very effectively. Can you please move to the next slide? So okay, this is the last slide of the time management, which is a conclusion. In conclusion, time management is a very important skill. Why it is important? Because everything you want to achieve in your life, whether in terms of success or money, you have to manage your time very well. If anybody is suffering from any kind of a stress, or maybe you are facing some office work and you don't have a time, then you have to find the time so that you can easily achieve your goal. And even if you are not achieving that kind of goal, you have to be consistent. You have to manage your time very effectively. Otherwise, you will not achieve that kind of goal. I hope you all have enjoyed this presentation.
Please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting and learning updates.